Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Deirdre. Welcome back to the channel. So it has been a cool minute since I have filmed. My life has been so insane, and I'm not the kind of person that likes to sit down and film when I'm not feeling it. And just so much has happened that I've had to just like process everything. But I am so excited to finally make a video and update you all on what's been going on. So I know in my last video I talked about how I got into Hopkins and Cornell, and I recently just found out that I got into USC. I'm deciding to move forward with Hopkins, which is super exciting. I will be getting my Master of Science in Public Health prior to med school. And I know a lot of you are asking me like, why are you doing an MPH? Like, are you still doing the MD? So yes, yes, and yes, I am getting my MPH before I apply to med school, just because I have always been really interested in community issues, health issues, public issues. I minored in global health. I absolutely loved what I studied. I definitely think the kind of physician that I want to be is working inside of communities, minority communities, low income, disadvantaged communities. And I think that by getting a Master of Science in Public Health, I can really strengthen my knowledge in that field. And ultimately, I would love to go to medical school in California. And medical school, as you know, or may or may not know, it is like psychotically competitive. And these days, realistically, most candidates that are getting into top schools, or they're getting their pick of where they want to go with options, are the candidates that we see have taken gap years, have clinical experience, have a master's degree. And please don't get me wrong, like, you don't need any of that for medical school. I have so many friends that have just went into medical school after undergrad and they don't have that clinical experience. But just with the way that everything is going, I feel like for me, especially not being like a bio or pre-med undergrad student, I'm a little disadvantaged. So I definitely think that if I can apply to medical school and have that, you know, like gap year and that clinical experience, it will really set me aside and really just enhance my passions and my interests, and I'll come in with a stronger idea of what type of physician I want to be. The reason I chose Hopkins ultimately is because it's John Hopkins, baby. Like, I'm sorry, what? No, I'm just kidding. It's because they have more opportunities, they have more connections. Their second year, you do a field placement. I think it's like 4 to 6 months where you're working in the field, and they have really strong connections with the WHO and the CDC, which is ultimately where I would love to intern or work or like do my field placement. And I think that that's an opportunity that I'm not gonna get if I stayed, unfortunately, in SoCal. So that is ultimately why I made my decision. The tuition, I believe, for anyone that's curious, is $120,000. Yikes! So it's like me, like, it's $120,000 for the 2-year program. I got a scholarship, thank you God, which brings my tuition down to $73,000, which is still psychotically expensive. I'm ready to move to Baltimore. My goal is to move in by August, but I just found out that everything is gonna be online, and I think financially, with a $73,000 tuition and how expensive apartments are in Baltimore, it's my best bet to move home and save my money for 6 months and just be a student. So my lease in this apartment is literally ending in like 2 weeks, and I was gonna renew it for 6 months, but if I renew it, then I'm gonna have to be working full time to pay for it, and it's just like working and, you know, doing a grad program or any kind of school is just a lot. So I will be moving back home. My mom actually just bought a new house, so it's crazy. I'm gonna help her move into her new house in the next few weeks, and then I'll be getting ready for class and also simultaneously studying for the MCAT. I did mention a few videos back that I want to get a tutor. My goal is to take the MCAT this coming summer, 2022. Wow, time is flying by. 2022. So I can have my results in. I'm gonna apply to medical schools as I'm still a student, and so my last year of my grad program, I will know where I'm going and hopefully have those options, and hopefully like come back to California. Unless I got into Hopkins, I mean, maybe I would, depending on my grad experience, maybe I would for sure stay out there. I'll definitely apply to it. But yeah, so that's basically what's been up. I also started a new job as a CNA, and it's been insane. I need to make a video on this. The other night I had 21 patients, which is literally illegal, and I had 2 patients almost die, that if I wasn't there to report what was going on, they would have died. And it's just like, I've been so busy and so hectic, and the thing with being a CNA is there's a lot of facilities that unfortunately are just not, I don't even know. Like, it's just, I'm gonna make a separate video and talk about this because I know I made a video months and months ago talking about being a CNA during the pandemic, but that was when I was just starting off as a CNA, and now I have over a year of experience and I've just learned a lot. And being a CNA is stressful to the point where, like, I don't think that I could work full-time as a CNA and be a grad student. So that's another part of the reason why I'm just gonna move out of San Diego, which is very bittersweet because I absolutely love it here. My friends are here, like, my life is here. My eyebrow lady is here, my lash girl is here. Like, it's the little things. My favorite Whole Foods, my favorite coffee shop, my favorite restaurant. I mean, I'm so bummed, but I'm so excited to just go back to school and study and get into everything. And it's gonna be weird for me personally living at home because I haven't lived at home since I moved out when I started UCSD. So I can't even imagine that, but I definitely think that these next 6 months are like grind time, baby. So I'm excited, and I will definitely update you all and keep you along with the journey. I do have some fun videos. I think I'm gonna film them like within the next few days because my schedule is about to get crazy. So I'm gonna film them and then put them on a schedule since I've been super MIA. But I also wanted to say before I close out the video, huge thank you to anyone and everyone that has like reached out to me, DM'd me, congratulated me. It honestly means so much and I am so appreciative. This is my Instagram, so if you want to follow me, you can. But when I posted my Hopkins acceptance, I got so much love and support, and it was really hard for me to come to terms because I literally have imposter syndrome like a lot of the time. So when I was like, wow, I got into an Ivy, I got into Hopkins, I got into USC, it was just like very overwhelming. To be honest with you, it was very overwhelming. And I just was like, I'm still shooketh. But so many of you said so many encouraging things, and it just really means the world to me. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I'm so appreciative. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.